everybody, and welcome back to another episode. Happy Tuesday, guys. Happy Tuesday, guys. Thank you guys for being here. I can't even speak. So we should be waiting. We are waiting, actually. I am waiting on William. He should be here. If not, then it looks like I'm on my own, like a peasant. I haven't been on my own in a long time. So if he doesn't show up, I think I'll be fine, guys. He's left me hanging already on Saturday, I believe. No, last Tuesday. Last Tuesday, he left me hanging. Looks like tonight would be round 2 of that peasant. But, guys, it looks like it's going to be a short and sweet one tonight. There's not much to talk about. But Sideshow gave us some fire. So, fire, I say fire very loosely, by the way. Very loosely. So, yeah, we'll see what we get into. Let me say hello to you guys first, and then we could get started. We'll see if this peasant shows up. We got a carded in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here.
Konnichiwa, bitch.
He says, if our veteran strikes again. Unbelievable. How dare you? Hey, wait.
How dare you?
Oh, unbelievable. We got Giovanni in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Hello, everyone. Finally snagged me a original Black Suit Panther 2.0. Oh, look at that. Thank you for collecting, my friend. It's a nice one, right? Nice figure. I like the mask on that. How you can actually put it on the head sculpt and not ruining it, or having to remove the head to put a second head sculpt on. Really nice. We got Bobo in the house. Bo. How you doing? Says, good evening, fellow farmer. Fellow farmers. Hit that like on the way in. Yeah, guys. Also, guys, if you're watching the stream, just hit the like button. Why do you have to be a peasant and not hit the like button? Last time, there were 50 in here and 20-something likes. If you're in here watching, why does it hurt you to hit the like button? Why do you have to be a miserable peasant on my stream? If you're here, it's for a reason. So hit the like button. Don't be a peasant. Don't be a peasant on my stream, okay? We got Leo in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Hello. Let's see who else is in there. We got Joe in the house. Welcome, guys.
Hello.
Guys. This guy just made a video with the new Vader and I was gonna say Anakin and Luke. Oh, beautiful. And no, neither one is bent over, so don't worry. Joe. Oh yeah, Joe. Oh yeah.
How dare you?
Unreal, disrespectful. Okay, we got Will in the house, my friend. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Let's see who else is in here. There's 23 of you guys in here. Thank you guys for being here. Material girl vibes. Unbelievable. Figment in the house. How are you, my friend? Welcome.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Let's see who else. We got Nefty in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. It's on time. Joker J in the house. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I was on time because, like I said, it's not much to talk about. There was not much to have to set up, backstage. So that's why I was 1, 2, 3. Hoping that William would show up, but of course not. We got Sean in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Hello.
Thank you for being here. Luci's at the DNC. Harris for Hot Toys. Oh my God. I do not doubt that at all. This is why he's never around during the Democratic conventions. Luch. We got Albert in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Welcome. Oh my God. We got Jay Hunter in the house. Nice to see you. Long time.
Hello.
Welcome. Long time. Joe says stop sitting around and join the chat. Oh my god. First thing you should do is hit the like button. Absolutely, guys, hit that like button. Don't be peasants. Until you collect everything. We got Ash in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Hello!
Thank you for being here. All right, guys. So very we I don't know if this came out days ago or whatnot, but it looks like we got the Kidpool images from Secret Base. And actually they look, I mean, it's one picture, but it looks kind of nice. So we're going to see. So it looks like here is the entire figure, right? You got the couch with the bullet holes. Really badass. I feel like a lot of people are more excited for this couch than anything else. We got the regular, your standard your standard base, Kidpool base, you know, nothing fancy, nothing crazy, nothing out of this world. I feel like the guns, everybody's loved the guns. The guns are like the nicest, you know, the coolest part of the figure. Besides, you know, the fact that it's a kid. And also you got the blades. Very, very nice looking figure. Very, very badass figure. Even though it's a, you know, it's a, what do you call it? It's a kid, but you either get it or... Did I disturb your nap? Did my streaming disturb your nap?
I have things that I'm responsible for, okay?
Like what? Kids? Who cares? Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. All right, so we're going over this real quickly. William, did you order any of the Deadpool line besides, I believe you got Deadpool, which you unboxed here. But besides that, are you getting anything else? Are you finding the line exciting or not really?
Yeah, I pre-ordered Lady Pool. I haven't ordered Kidpool yet, but I'm gonna.
So you're getting the whole line pretty much.
So far, yeah.
Wolverines?
I've ordered the deluxe Hugh Jackman. I don't think I've ordered shirtless Jackman.
Not yet. Are you planning on it, or you don't really care for that one?
I could live without that one. But just the Hugh with the mask is what I want.
Nice. Ash says, nice. Thank you, my friend. The figure, guys, if you haven't seen the video, it's up. I just put it up a couple hours ago. Very nice figure. The head sculpt, you know, the actual actor's head sculpt is, you know, it looks great. It's not that there's no likeness. It's just the expression is very blah. It's very boring. And believe it or not, the blue head looks way better on the figure than his head. So, did you get Kang, William, or no?
No.
You didn't. Cassandra, welcome. Nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Where's Peasant Brad?
Hello!
Yeah, I haven't seen Brad. There's no Brad. Does that guy William collect? So, question for you. Now that you made it. So I don't know if you remember. I'm pretty sure you remember this. When and we went over this. I don't know if you spoke on this specifically, but I'm going to ask you anyway. We spoke on this on Saturday. Do you remember when the young Ahsoka came out from the Ahsoka show, and it became a topic that, you know, you shouldn't collecting kids, or why would you collect kids, or blah blah blah. This being a kid, and you obviously, you know, getting Deadpool, and you just mentioned you're getting this. How do you feel about that whole topic? Do you think it's a thing? Do you think, you know, what's your own thoughts on that?
I think it's people making something out of nothing. It's I have all the Stranger Things characters; those are all children. It's, if you're not a weirdo, it's not weird.
Wait. No, before you continue. Well, hold on.
How dare you?
Just saying, it's like, you know, the Ahsoka Padawan is a younger actress. It's a younger version of the character, and then everyone wanted to be all weird about it being a teenage character in an action figure, and it's like, okay,
Right.
so you are all weird about buying a teenage Ahsoka, but all these weirdos who body swap, Black Widow to be the biggest TV league body they can find.
Wait, don't talk about Luch. Wait, you're being very disrespectful to Luch right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Exactly.
before you continue,
But I'm just saying, it's apparently that's like okay, but then buying an off-the-shelf teenager who is representing a character from a certain point in a certain timeline, that's weird to some people. So I don't understand.
right.
It's, these are all action figures. They're toys. They're,
Right.
Collectibles. It's, it's, if somebody's finding that
Shouldn't be
weird,
taboo. Yeah, it shouldn't be taboo to collect.
it's a toy. It's
Right.
just like nobody says that about the Stranger Things ones. It's every single one of them except for the Demogorgon, the big monster looking thing,
Right.
is an elementary school kid.
Right.
And nowadays, they're all like 20 something in real life, still playing like high schoolers or middle schoolers. But,
That's creepy. That's creepy.
well, I'm just saying that's different in itself. It's just like on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Sarah Michelle Gellar was like 30 and she was playing like a 15-year-old.
She was like 30. Oh my god.
She played a 15-year-old who had sex with a vampire who was like 300. That's not weird, but no one had a problem with that.
All right, take it easy. We got Big Dog in the house. How are you, my friend? I tried, but he continued. I tried to stop it, but he continued. Okay.
What, me?
No, I said Luch. I tried to stop it, but he continued. Because Luch is the if you guys don't know what William is referring to, he's 100% specifically speaking about Luch. Okay.
I don't think Luch goes for the biggest busted ones he can possibly find.
No. He does. That's my point.
Well, I've seen some that just, like you can tell what they're going for when they post their customs. And it's like, all right. But
see, Luch, he knows. See, Bob knows. See why he's like.
I'm just saying, it's like,
oh man. See, everybody knows. It smells like Luch. I told you. Cassandra says, I'm getting ready to take my payments. Oh, drink a lot of water. Will said, do should I do? This guy, unbelievable. All right, so William.
Yeah.
What is it about this figure that is appealing to you? What is it about it that makes you want to get it? Is it the fact that you want to complete the entire line, or are you really excited for something specific about the figure?
The couch.
The couch. So you don't even care about the figure. It's just
I like the water guns. I like that it's, a unique, different, because like the Deadpool with the gold guns, whether you get the regular with the black guns or the deluxe or the exclusive with the gold pistols, it's close enough to Deadpool 1 and 2 that, it's still similar. Lady Pool having a female version, it's different than, just the regular Wade Wilson Deadpool. And, that came with Baby Pool and Dog Pool. It's just, and then I have Squirrel Pool too in my case.
Squirrel Pool from Zombie.
Yeah, and you buy Kidpool, and it's different from the adult Deadpool where it's different enough to where you can have them side by side, and it's clearly not the same figure.
Right.
It's a different character in itself, and recreating all those little family photo pictures they did for the. I was just gonna say, is that why you want the couch so bad? Like, are you gonna like take pictures of the whole family like that, or no? They might get displayed like that for a little bit.
Yeah,
but
right. It's cool.
The only downfall of this couch is obviously, it looks like it's molded.
It is. It's straight plastic.
Right. And so, for the positioning of a figure on it, it might not be
I
as
see what you're saying.
easy to pose as they made it look like in some of the pictures, because obviously there's no give with the cushions.
Yeah, but I could tell that's a good point that you mentioned that, because look what they did to the chair specifically.
They
If you
molded the
notice,
butts down a little bit. Yeah.
correct, exactly. They gave it
So,
that
you know,
dip.
it's good that they did that for the, you know, the ergonomics.
Correct. They had to. They had
the-
to do something because it's straight plastic. And this is going to be the same exact material probably as the Boba Fett throne. You know what I mean? That molded
yeah.
plastic thing, pretty much exactly, because it looks like the same color, just obviously, you know, rugged and slightly different. And now, last but not least, William, let me say hello to Derek. Derek, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Let me catch up with you guys real quickly. That's all I've been doing. Keep drinking water. That's your best friend. We got Thule in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Hello!
Thank you for being here. Welcome. Yes, guys, hit the like button. There's 30 of you guys in here. Thank you guys for being here as well. I'm getting everything that, everything looks good so far. Even the most boring figure, which to me has been Lady Pool, she still looks great. Let's see who else is in here. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. We got a lot in the house. Welcome.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Nice to see you, Alana. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. Thank you for being here. Did you do your homework yet? You better. Let's see. We got Ren, the creator. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here.
Hello!
Nice to see you. I'll wait for the artisan couch. Unbelievable. I am buying Kidpool, no Diddy. This guy. Oh, man. Unbelievable. We got Chris in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
All right. So now, guys, we're going to get into the action. Okay. So we got a beautiful tease from your king, Sideshow. Okay. And again, I didn't think we were going to have anything to speak on tonight. And they came in super clutch. And so here we are. So it looks like it says, you will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. We must be cautious. Sideshow's limited edition and Star Wars Scum and Villainy 6-scale line coming soon. So it looks like they're continuing the line. The figures that they've had for many, many years have been called. One line was Scum and Villainy, and the other one was what? Do you remember? Heroes and something?
They had several of them. Crap.
I thought it was just the Scum and Villainy and then Heroes and so whatever they called that.
There was like armies of like galactic armies or something was.
Oh, I thought it was just two names. Maybe not.
Yeah, they had the Order of the Jedi line for
yeah,
the.
no.
So it's like they've had a couple.
Yeah, no. I thought it was just like the one thing. We got Paul in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Hello!
Thank you for being here. Happy Tuesday. Welcome. All right. So, guys, we're not going to get into the actual characters yet. Obviously, we will. We already know what they are. It's not hard to tell. Obviously, I didn't know who they were. I had to ask William who they were. So one thing I'm going to ask you, William, you being I want to say a well-versed collector, meaning that you buy different companies. You don't just stick to whether it's third party, whether it's Hot Toys, whether it's Sideshow. You buy everything, right? You try to buy, or at least the most popular lines. How do you feel about Sideshow products from the past? I'm going to say from the past 5 years. Were you collecting from 5 years ago? Yeah, right? Yeah. So Sideshow products from within, obviously they've been around longer than that, but just this time from 5 years ago to now, how do you feel about their product in general, overall, regarding quality, regarding the way they make them, right? The final product, when it comes to bodies, articulation, materials. how do you feel about the company, making these figures as a whole?
Well, their prices have been rising, I think, at a higher percentage than Hot Toys for what you get. Um, the newer like head sculpts that they've been doing for Beetlejuice and Pennywise and stuff look like they're putting more effort in, but we haven't gotten those bodies in hand to actually see what the difference is. But notoriously, the bodies have been a lower quality than what Hot Toys uses, than what Damn Toys uses, and it's they've apples to apples when you put a Sideshow figure next to a Hot Toys figure. Generally, the Hot Toys figures blow them out of the water, but the prices on these are comparable. So then it's like, why would you want to pay more or the same for a Sideshow product when Hot Toys is obviously better quality? And
Right.
It's just like comparing the clones. It's like you could pick up an old clone and just like shake him and his arms and legs go everywhere because there's no tightness, there's no stability, there's nothing. And then you pick up a Hot Toys clone, and as long as the feet and the hands don't fall off, since they're notorious for just not sitting all the way in because of how the armor is tight, then
Right.
it's like the shoulders, elbows, knees, and everything else. They have tightness, stiffness to it, so you can pose them without a stand. And it's just going to be like comparing Grievous Sideshow to Grievous Hot Toys when that comes out. It's going to be like, it's not even going to be a competition. It's like, this is a Hasbro figure versus a collectible, even though the Grievous from Sideshow was a crazy price for what
No, it really was, though. It really was.
because it was like, look, we did something that no one else did, and then people got it in hand and they were like, poop, and then it just went from there. But them continuing scum and villainy, it's like, okay,
That's where I was headed. Go ahead.
well, it's cool that the characters that they all have in that picture are all ones that Hot Toys haven't done and probably would never do, just because they're such niche, smaller. And this says limited edition, implying that it's going to be smaller numbers that they make.
Right.
That's been another problem with Sideshows where that Luke that they put out was in stock for what, 4 years. The last Vader reissue they did was in stock for like 3 years. And so it's like there's no drive to buy that product when it's like you compare the likeness of the Sideshow one to the Hot Toys one. The Hot Toys one clearly wins. And then when it's like, oh well, this Sideshow one costs just as much, and it's not as good quality for the likeness or the hands or the body, and it's in stock, which made people resell that one for massively less. And it's just like, I haven't seen a Sideshow product actually sell for more than retail in quite a while, besides like Fives, and Fives and Echo, the ARC Trooper ones, and like Bly and Wolf, older clones like that, but nothing in the last couple of years, especially not like their Clone Wars line or anything like that. If you bought one of the Clone Wars figures and you try to resell them, if you can get 50% of what you paid, then it's almost like you're doing kind of okay in the current market. But
Right.
it's, it's, they, I don't know. Has anyone got their Cad Bane in hand from Sideshow? Have you seen any in hand ones of that?
Of the new one, the Clone Wars one?
Yeah, the animated one.
No, I didn't. I only have Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Yoda. I didn't get Ahsoka, and I didn't get Cad Bane yet.
I thought Cad came out. I thought they had said like it's shipping soon, and then I haven't seen anybody post actual pictures of it.
Correct. Yeah, no, I did hear that too. I saw pictures that it was actually shipping soon as well. and I haven't seen a picture yet, but I need them. I'm just not spending, whatever they're charging retail for those things. Like, it's not worth it at all. I
But
bought two.
Sideshow's had a good history of doing alien likenesses for Star Wars.
No, they're good, but for those figures are so old now, that they look like crap. All of them.
No.
Yes.
Plo Koon?
I don't have Plo Koon.
Well, I'm just saying, Plo Koon, his head sculpt, that looks like a modern figure. Even the Kit Fisto that Sideshow did, the head was a little big for the body that they used, but that was.
Well, that's what I mean. They're not the proper scale, right? Their paint applications are not great. The Plo Koon might be great. That's like the one I don't have. And I don't have what's the one you just mentioned? Kit Fisto, I don't have either. But I have a lot. The Emperor with Palpatine, right? I got that double pack.
Yeah.
That Emperor, complete trash. Complete trash. What?
I was saying aliens. He's not an alien.
Oh, no. So the alien Bosk is great, right? But that's it. I don't have any more aliens besides. I got Dengar. He's not an alien. So when it comes to aliens, I don't really have much besides Bosk. So I couldn't even tell you that. But I could tell you that Emperor figure, complete garbage. That paint application on that, trash. Look at the Darth Maul, trash. Even though the head sculpt looks very, very decent for the time frame for how old it is, those bodies are complete garbage. The articulation for those bodies are not, great. So that's what I mean. Not that they're terrible overall, but that's all we had for back then anyway. You know what I mean? That's all we could get.
Yeah.
We got Luch in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Hello.
He was blocked. I don't know how he got blocked, but he was blocked. I had to unblock him. What up? What I was saying? I'm leaving. This guy, unbelievable. Sideshow can do good with the Star Wars aliens. The bodies are Yep, exactly. 100%. Faz, what is your look on the Catwoman figure? Oh, you already know. You've been here. You've been here at least 17 times when I've spoken about that figure. Likes your page. Luch, back from Netherworld. Boss is pricey. Well, there's two versions of Bosk. There's a yellow version and there's a brown version. The brown version, I don't even have. I didn't even know it existed. And that's the expensive version. I don't know if that was limited or that was something special about that version. I have the original yellow one, which I don't even know what it's going for, but the brown one is the pricey one now.
I haven't seen the brown one. I've seen the yellow version 1 and yellow version 2 with the second screaming head.
Oh no, he's like greenish. He's got like a green paint application, not so yellow. Yeah, it's crazy. And I didn't even know it existed.
Talking about the jumpsuit or the head?
No, his color, his paint.
Okay, I thought you were talking about his flight suit when you were
saying.
No.
He's got the brown, like a brown paint application. And
yeah, one of them is the Scum and Villainy, and the other one was the.
Yeah, they were different looking. They look different.
Yeah, because one of them had the second head.
Right.
It was like the re-release that they did, and they had a regular version and like the screaming head.
Right. So the one I have has the open mouth. So that's the reissue. The original one I don't have. Let's see. Luch. The full win for Fabs. So you buy them. He's buying toddler. No, I'm not buying them all. Absolutely not. And the thing about them is, one thing, if you guys have been noticing, I feel like every company, and again, it's nothing new. It's not that it just came out and not that Hot Toys started this trend. It has nothing to do with that. But have you guys noticed that a lot of companies have been, coming out with more limited releases lately? So now we have, who was the company that just teased something that was going to be an exclusive? Was it a G.I. Joe? I think it was 3-0. They just teased something that was going to be some type of exclusive. They had made the figure before, and now they made a variant of it. Can't think of the name. Who was it? Anyway, the whole point is companies, as you see, you got Sideshow doing limited runs now because they're more appealing, right? They're more appealing. You makes people think, right? You automatically think they're going to run out. They're going to be special. There's only a certain amount, right? We're going to hope, again, whoever's going to get into this, it is what it is. But we're going to hope that it's a lower number than 1,000, right? 500, 300, which Sideshow's too greedy to do 300. So that's why, that's what I would hope, right? That they're going to be, again, I'm not even trying to go for these. I'm not even going to bother to go for any of these at all whatsoever. They're not worth it. I would like to think that Sideshow gets better just like Hot Toys does. They don't. They haven't. They've teased that their head sculpts are getting better for the Pennywise that they're doing. Pennywise, the It One Pennywise, the Beetlejuice figure that they redid looks incredible as well. So far, the only updates, the only better things that Sideshow has improved, the only things that Sideshow has improved has been the head sculpt. We don't know what the bodies are like now because we haven't gotten any other updated figures yet. But hopefully, with the increase in price, we also got an updated body, a better body than what we've been getting with everything Sideshow in general, because that is my one and only complaint about them. And their prices are going up because everything's licensed and they feel like, well, we're making things that nobody else is making. We're making things that Hot Toys isn't making. So why shouldn't we charge what we're charging? And it's Star Wars at that. So I could tell you it's probably, those licenses are a little bit more pricey, especially with the type of characters that they're making. William, let me catch up real quickly. All right, so it's all Luch. All right, so where are you, William? So we're gonna get into each character separately. So from left to right, William. Oh, he left. Of course he left. All right, so our first character, guys, is gonna say, like I said, I got them from left to right. So the first one is Garindan. Okay, Garindan. I don't know how to even pronounce it. Waiting for William, but this is what the character is supposed to look like, at least from the Google search that I did, because I don't know these people. Like I said, I had no idea who these people were, especially from the silhouette. So I said, William, give me the names of these people so I could pull them up, and here they are. So it looks like these are some shots from the movie where he appeared. Again, I know nothing about this guy. I'm going to read the information in a second, but these are just images of him in, I guess, different places of, no, this is too far. Here's another one. I don't know who that is. I don't know if that's another type of Sith or another bad guy or another good guy. I have no idea who that is. But we'll see. We got Harold in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Welcome. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button. There's 41 of you guys in here. Don't be peasants. So let's wait for William. Let's wait. Does anybody know anything about this guy in the chat? If you do know anything, let me know. I'm going to read the information right now just so we could get some. So it says, Garindan, also called Long Snoot, was a Kubaz who was considered to be the greatest spy in Mos Eisley spaceport. So he's a spy. So it looks like he's the greatest spy in the Star Wars world. Garindian. He speaks like someone is squished. I'd never seen this guy. I don't remember this guy. Yeah, William said Star Wars, goodbye. That's funny. That's the spy. That's the spy from New Hope. Oh, I gotcha. So I gotta watch this again. I don't remember this guy at all. He's the informant of Star Wars Reddit. Oh, I gotcha. Okay. Yeah, see, I don't know the history of these guys. How can Will go during the summer? Exactly. Where did he go? He definitely got a phone call, guaranteed. Duh, I just told you, unbelievable. This guy, he's getting offended. He's got the plate. Yep, the old doctor's. That's the old school doctor's mask. He now works at the the DNC. Brad, welcome.
Hello.
See you, Brad. Hit that like button, peasant. Thank you for being here. So, here it says, so biography. With his face hidden beneath his dark hood, goggles, and insect-eating snout. Oh, he's an anteater. Few on Tatooine knew his origins. There you go. So he's a secret. Many believe that he was wildly wealthy, though his vast amounts of credits were only seen when he paid for information. He was seen carrying the Model 434 pistol, blaster pistol, popular among bounty hunters and mercenaries. So he's got a gun too. So I don't know what to expect from these figures because I know nothing about them. But like I said, that was the first one, guys. So this is this one right here. Second, we got Greedo. So Greedo, I remember seeing a couple times in the movie. Let me see what this is. So that's not. So this is Greedo. Here he is. I don't know if this is the clone. Can somebody tell me if he appeared in the Clone Wars? Because it looks like this might be it here. And then here's another image of him trying to take a lightsaber. Here's another one of him. This is a costume, I believe. This is him right here in the movie. This is Han Solo. There's another image. Does anybody know if he was in the Clone Wars? Somebody let me know, please. Oh, was it a female actress that played him? That's crazy. Did anybody know that? It looks like it was a female who played him. That's crazy. Crazy. Greedo wasn't close. There you go. So, another thing, guys, if you notice, Sideshow had done Echo and Fives years ago. They have done Kit Fisto. You know, we're just talking about aliens. They have done a lot of figures. Again, many over 10 years ago now. That Hot Toys is only getting to now. Okay, so what does this mean? Does this mean that Hot Toys is gonna wait another 10 years, 12 years, 13 years to make these figures? Or since they're on that roll of Star Wars and Clone Wars figures, maybe they're going to start. So if Sideshow's doing this, then Hot Toys may take them for Clone Wars. If, for example, Greedo appeared in the Clone Wars, Sideshow's making this. Do we expect Hot Toys to make them for Clone Wars anytime soon? Or do we not even think about it because we're going to have to wait another 10 years because Sideshow has a license now? And we have seen, at least I have seen and noticed, that Hot Toys will not step on Sideshow's toes, because obviously they're partners, they work together, and I can tell you that Hot Toys is not going to acquire a license that Sideshow is putting out right now. Just out of friendship, just out of, I'm not going to take that money from you, because again, anytime this happens with any company out there, doesn't matter who it is, if any company comes out with any product, any figure, any character, and Hot Toys does the same character, the same style, the same look, the same whatever, most likely 99% of the people will go towards the Hot Toys version of it. Why? Reputation, quality, and service. We know that when we buy Hot Toys, we're going to get the quality because it's there. Yeah, we're going to get, we may get things breaking, which can happen. It doesn't happen often, but it happens, right? So we can't even focus on that, right? Because things are going to happen. They don't happen often with Hot Toys, but they happen, right? So quality, the materials they use, always top notch. There are people who are always going to complain about anything and everything. Not everybody's going to be happy with Hot Toys, and that's okay. They're not there to make everybody happy. They're there to make happy the people who like them, the people who spend their money with them. You think Hot Toys is sitting there crying because some YouTuber is bashing their figure or talking bad about it or saying that it's not as good? They're making that money. So that's why they don't care about any of that. You know what I mean? They don't care about any YouTuber, trying to get their attention by bashing them, by talking bad about whatever figure it is, right? And then when it comes to customer service, obviously, most people, right, in the US, again, that's just a general statement. That could be completely wrong, but I'm going to assume that most people buy from Sideshow. And when you buy Hot Toys from Sideshow, there's no better customer service that you're going to get from anybody, right? So those are the 3 points that make anybody, and will always make anybody, go into Hot Toys. It's that simple. So that's why it's hard to compete with Hot Toys, because of they're so seasoned. They're so experienced. They're so advanced, right? Today, was it today? The Kang figure came with, what was it that he came with? That I said, the clip, right? The clamp that goes around the waist, right? For the bendable post. They've been the same forever, right? With the little hook sticking out so you could grip it and then squeeze it so the clamp opens up, right? They changed the entire look of the clamp for whatever reason. I don't know who was complaining about the clamp to begin with, but today I'm like, what's going on with this clamp? I'm like, where does it open? It was the first time I've ever seen a clamp like that. Why are they changing clamps? Because they made it sleeker. They made it more round, right? It doesn't have that handle sticking out of the side. So now it's more sleek, right? When it comes to taking up space, being so bulky with the figure, right? If it's in the back of the figure, you don't want that thing being so, that whole hook sticking out of the back. So I understand what they try to do. I get it. But it's like, why the clamp? Why are you bothering with the clamp? That's just who they are as a company. They're always looking to tweak the smallest things to just be that much better. Period. It's that simple. So you could complain about Hot Toys. You could cry about Hot Toys. You could bash Hot Toys. They will always be the best. Okay, you could have companies using a slightly better material for something, not the entire figure, for something in a specific figure, which is a possibility. It can happen. Why not? Overall, Hot Toys will always be the best anything on the market. Again, in my opinion, I don't care. You don't have to feel that way. You can hate Hot Toys all you want. I'm talking about from what I've experienced, what I own, and what I know. Let me catch up with you guys real quickly. Hopefully, William will join soon. Greedo is a Rhodian killer. Oh, gotcha. Blew open the. Okay, yeah. See, I remember seeing him. I just don't remember. Like, I never knew his story. Greedo was the this guy. It was oh my god. Greedo was Anakin's playmate. He was a slave back in. Oh wow, gotcha. I didn't know that either. See, this is why I learned. We need Mike. He's a real. He's the real collector. Oh my god. Greedo used C-3PO as a bathroom. Oh my god. So wait, so what's his story? So is he like a bad guy? Does he do any damage, any harm? Hot Twitch is king of broken wrist pegs. Oh my god. Carlos, my friend, welcome.
Charlie, my friend, Charlie Brigante, how you doing?
Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Nice to see you. I think Sideshow's making these aliens amazing. So many in the community have wanted these. Yeah, but again, it's not so much that they're making these figures, right? Because anybody can make these figures. The problem is that it's going to be a disappointing. Again, this is just from experience. I don't know what they're going to look like. Nobody knows what they're going to be like, right? We don't have them in hand. We don't know any articulation. We haven't seen any pictures. But from experience, even recently, from the Clone Wars, Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Yoda, the Yoda was the best one out of the three from Sideshow. So just from that, which have been my most recent Sideshow purchases, very disappointing. Very, very disappointing. So those figures were purchased before the announcements of the figures I mentioned earlier, which were Beetlejuice, and what was the other figure that they updated? And Pennywise, right? So, which again, they look great. Those head sculpts look incredible. So my thing is, knowing how they're making these figures, right? Which again, these bodies are complete trash, very loose for what they are. They shouldn't be that way. They should invest in better quality stuff, period. The outfits never seem to be a problem. It's always the bodies, right? So if the bodies are a problem, but you're charging $220 for a figure, where do you get off charging a full, pretty much a full-blown Hot Toys price for a figure that's nowhere near a Hot Toys figure, So that's what I don't like, right? Yes, it's exciting that they're getting these figures for the people who love these aliens, who are going to buy these aliens, who are still buying Sideshow religiously, right? Because you have your hardcore Sideshow lovers. Absolutely. A lot of people love Sideshow because of the old figures from back then, from years ago, right? The Scum and Villainy and the other stuff. And because, again, even though they're crappy now, back then those things were incredible. A lot of the clones, most clones, are still great right now. Still very expensive on eBay right now. Again, the clones. I don't know what everything else is going for because I don't really check. But the clones, there's a lot of clones that they've made that Hot Toys hasn't gotten to yet, but they will 100%. You got, Wolf. You got Bly. You got who else you got up there? Like I said, Echo and Fives. They just got 2 of them. There's got to be more. So it's only a matter of time until Hot Toys gets to them. But the depressing part of these figures coming by Sideshow is, again, the quality, right? They're not going to be as good when it comes to quality as Hot Toys. But let's hope. I'm hoping for everybody getting these. I hope that you guys get a perfect figure. I hope that Sideshow wakes up and fixes those bodies, those weak bodies, because it is not fair to be paying full-blown licensed pricing for figures that are not up to par at all. That I don't like. I will always complain about that. Ernesto says, if a story like The Acolyte air worldwide, I cannot see why my made-up stories can't. I love Sideshow because they send me tons of you. Imagine. Sideshow and Hot Toys partnered to make Sideshow clones troopers. Such a partnership could happen again. See, I don't think so. I don't think so at this point. I'm going to tell you why. Back then, when this was happening, when this collaboration was happening, Hot Toys wasn't what it is now, right? Hot Toys was there, but they didn't have that hype. They were more, even though they were licensed at the time, obviously, they were still kind of underground. Even though they were still the best, toy company out there, they were still kind of underground, at least to me, right? At least to me. Maybe a lot of people knew about them for years already. As far as I know, it was something new to me. And it wasn't something that was everywhere where, I saw this on the news or I saw this on, on Facebook or something. No, that's not how that happened. So because of that, because they're their own monster now, right? Hot Toys is their own, even Sideshow too. Sideshow has, they make their own statues. Sideshow is their own monster as well. So the only reason why I don't see that happening, well, there are 2 reasons. Number one, like I just mentioned, Hot Toys and Sideshow, two different monsters. Obviously, Hot Toys is a bigger monster than Sideshow, but Sideshow, stands on its own. If you take a Hot Toys out of the equation, Sideshow as a company holds its own. Period. It's that simple. They make very cool stuff. Especially statues that I don't own any of, but a lot of you guys do, and you guys love them, or else you wouldn't buy them or keep buying them. And Sideshow wouldn't keep making them if they didn't sell, right? But the problem is that because Hot Toys is on a completely different platform right now than Sideshow as a toy company, why would Hot Toys step down from their pedestal where they're at number one to come down to do a collaboration with a company that's cheaper, with a company that's not as good when it comes to materials, when it comes to quality, when it comes to bodies, when it comes to the sculpting of the head sculpts, the likeness, all these things, right? Again, this is from the past. What we've seen with Pennywise and Beetlejuice could change everything. So I'm just speaking as if those two figures were not made. It looks like they're improving. We don't know the full package yet because, again, we haven't gotten anything in hand. But I'm pretending like those figures weren't made. So that's my thing. So they're not going to get involved with a company. Again, no disrespect to Sideshow. Not that they're crap. Not that they're bootleg. Not that they're anything like that. Not at all. But when it comes to the quality of figures, Hot Toys kills them. By a landslide. Kills them. So that's why Hot Toys would never, at this level, bother with teaming up with Sideshow. For what? What are they going to make? You have a company like So Toys and Win-C doing a collaboration for, what was that figure? The Slash figure, right? The last figure that they teased, I think, was Slash. Right? So now they're making it obvious that they're doing a collaboration. So now you have So Toys. Before it was strictly Win-C. And everybody knew, at least I knew, right? I know a lot of people knew, but I knew that Win-C was So Toys as well, right? They just never promoted it. Now they're doing So Toys and Win-C. What do you think that is? What do you think that they're doing? Why put the two names for one figure? Because that means that one company did one part and the other company did the second part. So I'm going to assume that So Toys did the head sculpt for Slash and Win-C got the outfit. Okay? Which is the only thing that would make sense, right? Same thing that was most likely happening before. So Toys was making the head sculpts and Win-C was providing the suits, the outfits, blah, blah, blah. Because as far as I remember, if I may be 100% wrong, I don't own any of these, but weren't they kits? And somebody please tell me if you know. I feel like these Win-C figures were kits at one point that you had to get the body for. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but I thought that they were kits and then they started making them figures. Again, I could be 100% wrong. But so if Hot Toys, let's say that Hot Toys decided to partner up with Sideshow, what would Sideshow do? Right? So Toys is making the head sculpts because obviously they're good at making head sculpts, right? Even though, again, remember, this is the same company. They're just making it seem like it's two different productions working together. So you have the So Toys making the head sculpt, and then you got Win-C making the outfits and whatever, right? So there's your collaboration. You have Hot Toys and Sideshow. What is which one going to do? So Hot Toys obviously is better with the head sculpt. So let's say Hot Toys makes the head sculpt. Hot Toys is way better with materials than Sideshow is also. So what can we use from Sideshow? Nothing. What's better from Sideshow than Hot Toys? Nothing. Who has better likeness to product? Hot Toys. Who has better quality outfits? Hot Toys. Who has better quality bodies? Hot Toys. So why would they collaborate to do absolutely what? There's nothing that they can do together that's going to attract anybody's attention and go, oh, look, a collaboration with Hot Toys and Sideshow. I've been waiting for this my whole life. Not happening. You know what I mean? So again, can it happen? Absolutely. But I'm telling you why I don't think it's ever going to happen again, because Hot Toys doesn't need to attach themselves to a company like Sideshow to make anything anymore. In the beginning, yes, you create hype for the lesser known company, right? Which at the time was probably Hot Toys. They wanted to get involved in more figure making, so they're like, hey, let's do a collaboration. Why not? At that time, it wasn't something that would be so noticeable as it would be right now. And I'm not saying that it would be comparing a collaboration of like Hot Toys and a third-party company, but it would kind of be like that to a certain extent, because again, not putting Sideshow down, they make great stuff. It's nowhere near a Hot Toys product, and to make a collaboration, you have to have some type of even something that you have to provide. So whether it's even detailed head sculpts, or even detailed outfits, or materials, or something, they both got to bring something to the table. And I can tell you right now, there is nothing Sideshow's bringing to Hot Toys, period. Guys, it's 47 of you guys didn't hit that like button, peasants. Don't be weird on my stream. Let me see. Let me catch up with you guys. None of us thought about Hot Toys with Hono. Hot Toys can surprise everyone. Well, Hono is a different thing, though. Hono, think about this. Hono is exactly what I'm saying regarding Social Toys and Wincy. Right? So Social Toys, Hono Toys, and Hot Toys are the same. Allegedly. We're going to assume they are. It looks like they are, so we're going to pretend that they are. So Social Toys and Wincy are Hot Toys and Hono. So can you see a collaboration of Hono and Hot Toys? Absolutely. Absolutely. That will be a more probable thing happening than Sideshow and Hot Toys. 100%. So again, can Sideshow and Hot Toys do another collaboration? Why not? Of course they can. I don't think so. I don't think so because of the reasons I told you guys. There's no way that Hot Toys is going backwards to collaborate with nobody. They don't need to. If anything, Sideshow would love to, link up with Hot Toys so they could get a figure and hopefully get a banger where, they're getting all these pre-orders. Because I can tell you, Sideshow's not getting pre-orders for Sideshow products like Hot Toys is getting pre-orders for Hot Toys products. 100%. So that's where I'm going with that. But can it happen? Absolutely. You know what I mean? Let me see. Fabs gets this man breath. Where is he? Oh, my friend. I didn't know you were so desperate for the Oh my God. All right, let me see what you guys are saying. Sideshow can make exactly. They can't. There's nothing that Sideshow that Hot Toys needs from Sideshow. There's nothing that Sideshow can make better than Hot Toys, right? There's nothing that would require that collaboration. So again, that's just how I think, and the reason why it hasn't happened for that long, since that long, it's most likely because, like I said, once Hot Toys took off, why do I need to link up with this peasant? You know what I mean? They don't need to. So that's what I think. Fabs, do you like Hot Toys? Asking for a friend. Oh, what happened? You fell asleep?
No.
Peasant? Well, you got a phone call?
I did, and anytime I get a phone call, it freezes the phone where I try to say, I'll be right back, and then I don't think it says anything.
Yeah, no, you just logged off immediately. So we're gonna go. So I started with the first two. I read some of their origin information, but you're gonna give us your quick take on each one. So let's start with this guy. How do you pronounce his name?
I honestly don't know. It's one of those things where you look at the words on the page. It's like Pokemon names where you think you say it right, and then you hear it out loud, and you're like, I was way off.
Well, I said Gurinden, so I don't know.
That sounds about right.
Okay, so go ahead. So tell us what you know, if anything, about this guy.
He was in one movie, Star Wars: A New Hope, for like 3 whole seconds. He's also known as the Imperial Spy that's in Mos Eisley, where he ratted out the droids that the Empire was looking for, R2 and C-3PO. And so he called it in, and then it showed him pointing to Docking Bay 94, and that's when the stormtroopers tried to arrest Han and Chewie and everybody before they blasted out of Mos Eisley.
So that's pretty much his entire role, right?
Yep. In the movies, yes. He's had some comic book stuff and some, they've used him in more stuff that wasn't, canon / mainstream stories.
Gotcha. So nothing special about this guy, nothing, no crazy powers, nothing.
Nope, just he's a spy and he's an alien.
Gotcha. All right, the next guy we got Greedo, which is a more popular character. So what can you tell us about Greedo?
Greedo. He's a Rodinian. They have
meaning what? What's a Rodinian? Remember, I don't know anything. I know everybody's an expert, but speak like we don't know anything.
His species is a Rodinian. It's that type of alien that has the the bug eyes, the little suction cup antennas, and the suction cup fingers, and they're a lot of their species are smugglers and bounty hunters and stuff like that. And yup.
You said yup.
And yeah.
Oh my god.
So
what else? So anything crazy that we need to know about him?
Nope, just that they're a species, and they're not known for being upstanding individuals. They're usually of questionable morals. There's some that like on the Clone Wars cartoon, like the senators and stuff, they try to show that not all of them are dirt bags, but generally you only see them in precarious situations of like him trying to get Han Solo for the bounty that Jabba had placed on him and stuff like that. And then
so they're sneaky.
Yeah, he's just and he was, depending on which version of the Star Wars movie you watch, either he can't shoot worth anything and misses Han Solo because
was that a scene in the movies?
So in the original, Han Solo just blasts this dude underneath the table.
Uh-huh.
And Greedo gets just straight murked sitting at a bar stool of the cantina and goes down. And then they changed it in the special editions to where all of a sudden Greedo shoots first and misses Han because his head does this weird glitch thing to the right because they like cut the frame and moved it to make it look like Harrison Ford moved his head, and that's why Greedo missed. And then Han shot him to make it less murdery and more,
Gotcha.
like self-defense. And then on the re-release, it's like a simultaneous shot where Han blasts him while Greedo is shooting and his head moves, and the Greedo's bolt hits the wall, and Han, blew out Greedo's chest where he just falls flat on the table dead.
Wait, so why did they redo all these shoots?
George Lucas is notorious for tweaking his products, and because remember, Star Wars has always been geared toward children.
Right.
Every Star Wars besides Revenge of the Sith was PG. Revenge of the Sith got a PG-13. Even though there's quite a few decapitations and arm, chop offs and everything else, and But we'll get into that in a little bit with one of the other characters we're going to talk about. But
So now explain this here in the Clone Wars, if you know.
what, this particular scene?
Yeah, like what does he do? You know, what does he do in the Clone Wars? Is he a big role in the Clone Wars? Is he like, you know, one episode and done?
If I remember correctly, Greedo was in 1 or 2 episodes being on Cad Bane's little band of hired guns for a couple jobs. I'm sure if I'm wrong, Harold will let us know.
Harold's on your ass about the information. That question. Anything special about him that we should know?
Nope.
Nothing, right?
Nope.
All right. So now we have this beauty. So Doctor, would you call him Doctor what?
It's another one where, like, am I saying it right? It's in the list of characters I gave you. It's what, Avazon, Dr. Avazon.
Yeah. Right. So his name is Cornelius Avazon. Legends Cornelius Avazon. So who is he? What does he do?
He's I guess a doctor in the expanded, lore, and I don't know what he did, but he's, a smuggler, killer, cutthroat, gun for hire after the whole no longer being a doctor type of thing. Because like what he told to Luke was that he has a death sentence in 7 systems, meaning that, he's been sentenced to death in 7 different places so far. And that him and Panda Baba, the whale face Aqualish alien right there with the butt chin, that they
butt
were
chin? That's a nutsack. Butt chin?
Well,
that's a full-blown nutsack.
Use what you want. It's like an e-plot.
Oh my god, that's insane.
Yep.
So anything special about that guy? What do we need to know about him?
He gets his arm lobbed off, or not, excuse me, he doesn't get his arm lobbed off.
Why is his face like that, first of all?
I couldn't tell you.
Oh, they don't tell you? They don't tell you in the...
They don't tell you. In the movie, you don't get any backstory from him. There's been some comic books and some stuff that most of it isn't considered canon anymore, but it's not fresh enough in my mind to recall exactly why he looks like that, if for any reason. But
I thought maybe they told you why he looked like that. Joker just said meth. Can you imagine?
In Star Wars, it's spice.
Oh, is that what they call it? Spice?
That's their drug of choice. Yeah.
Now we have Nutsack Chin. So please explain.
So his species is called an Aqualish, where basically it's, that right there. Yeah, butt chin and nutsack. So that's his superpower? Like, what's going on? He doesn't have a superpower. It's just...
So what is he, like another bum?
He's just another alien. He's like partners with Dr. Evazan, so it's all the illegal shit that they would do. They were, how like Han and Chewie are a team. It was Dr. Evazan and Panda Baba that were together, and he's the one who gets his hand lobbed off by Obi-Wan when they're starting shit in the Mos Eisley Cantina. And it's one of the few times you'll see that a lightsaber lobbed off an arm, but the arm's still bleeding. Because that was like a thing that everyone always points out. Because normally a lightsaber cauterizes a wound.
Right.
And then Obi-Wan chops off his arm, and you have this like fuzzy hand thing on the ground. And everyone was confused about the hand because it has like digits and stuff, and it didn't quite look like it would match this type of alien. And I'm not it's one of those things where like some people will claim that they use the wrong, because like right there it's like it looks a little bit hairy and he has digits, but I don't think you could see his hand in the movie until it gets chopped off. So it's a little weird looking, but
Oh, look, he's getting a robot arm put on
Yep.
by Doctor.
Evades the science scum.
So, question. So, do you get to see this anywhere, like in Clone Wars or anything, or no?
No, because that
Just
happened.
comic.
It happened in A New Hope, which was the first Luke Skywalker movie.
Oh, he get the robotic arm.
No, when he gets his arm cut off.
Right, but this scene here when he's getting a new arm, that doesn't happen anywhere, right?
That would be a comic book.
Gotcha. Okay.
After the fact, it was years after Clone Wars.
This guy unbelievable. He says, "Fabs, when this arrives, are you going to make his chin, going to move his chin and tell it to cough?" Got to do the hernia test. I had the Kenner toy way back when. His name was Walrus Man, not Nutsack.
Yeah, Walrus Man is one of the nicknames that he has.
Fabs, that Jazz Inc. ain't dropping this week. This guy, unreal. All right, and then last but not least, William, we got this beauty here, Demon Head, aka Labria. So go ahead, explain, tell us who this demon is.
Well, that species is a Devorian. They have those horns, like a devil. They're another species that's generally associated with, crime and stuff like that. In the Mandalorian, you had the big red one voiced or played by Clancy Brown. In the jail episode with Mando, remember the giant red guy with the horns?
Right.
That's just a big of this species of the Devorian. His actual name, apparently Labria, is like a alias that he went by. His actual name was like some 15.
Yeah, it's Cardu Sai Malik or something.
Yeah, and it's just like that was news to me. Like on the Star Wars customizable card game, the CCG or collectible card game back in the day, that's like Magic the Gathering. It only said Labria on it. Apparently he was also an Imperial spy because that pays decent money being a rat. Keeping your eye out and report things to the Imperials, and they give you money.
Right.
And probably also gives you a get out of jail free card if you get picked up for something petty, where it could be like, oh, he's a collaborator, so we'll let him go. But
this mask here looks like Baraka a little bit. I don't know about you, but I'm getting the vibes of Baraka.
I thought you were saying Barack Obama, man.
Barack Obama.
I was like, no, it does.
Well, he is the devil, but so now anything special that we need to know about him?
Nope.
Just another bad. So these are all bad guys. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's why it's scum and villainy. It's none of them are heroes. None of them are good guys. They're all just like everybody in the Mos Eisley Cantina was basically slumming it. Han and Chewie were there because they were on the down low trying to avoid all the money that they owed people and stuff like that. And that's why everyone there was, smoking on something or drinking on something and hiding in the shadows. And so,
what is the best way that you recommend to watch all these movies back to back?
If it's your first time watching them?
No, like you've watched them, over the years, here and there, but to really pay attention to every detail.
If you've already seen all of them, I would watch them in chronological order as they happen in the timeline. Because if someone's never watched them, I want them to watch them in the order that they came out in theaters, because you get, the whole Darth Vader reveal, and all that of, finding out that he's Luke's father and all that stuff, and that Darth Vader is Anakin Skywalker, in Empire Strikes Back. So if you watch it 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, then, I think that's a more full experience for a first time viewer. But otherwise it would just be watch them in the order that they came out. Like you could watch episode 1, then 2, then the whole Clone Wars cartoon, then Episode 3, then Rebels, then all that stuff. But
wow. So then, question for you: what do you think the whole point of these? Hold on, I didn't mean to do that. What do you think the whole point of these characters are then? Like, obviously besides making the money, what do you think? Why do you think now all of a sudden? Is it just because I think that Hot Toys is on a Star Wars roll right now. Like, they're on fire with the Star Wars, nonstop with the Star Wars, left and right with the Star Wars, whether it's regular Star Wars, Clone Wars, movie Star Wars, whatever it is. They got comic book Star Wars now all at once, right? So do you think Sideshow is doing this just for that reason, just because it's hot with Star Wars and they figured let's just try to, get involved in that right now? Because if you pay attention, there's nothing Star Wars that Sideshow is making besides Clone Wars.
right. I think it might have something to do with that, like a large part because of, strike while the iron's hot. But also when it comes to licensing stuff, it's like if you don't use it within a certain amount of time, you can lose the license and then have to pay more to get it back.
Right.
And it's the same thing. That's why Sony keeps making Spider-Man movies, because if they don't make it within a certain amount of time, then the rights revert back to Marvel. So if that's how their license is for this, then it's like, well, Hot Toys is banging out, like what, 20 or 30 Star Wars figures in the last year and a half.
Right.
Sideshow being like, oh, cool, let's get in on this with other figures that Hot Toys isn't making.
Yep.
Especially if they even check with Hot Toys. Because, like if they were to announce their own Revan, it's not going to sell as well as the Hot Toys one.
Thank you. And that's the reason why there's no reason for Hot Toys to do any collaboration with Sideshow, because anything that they make, they don't need Sideshow to do anything. What are they going to make? Shoes for them? Outfits for them? Absolutely not. They don't need anything from Sideshow. That's why they'll never do the collaboration. Not that they can't, but there's no reason.
Well, they did it with the original Scum and Villainy and
the clones. Yeah, he said
clones and everything else.
Right.
It all said Hot Toys on the bottom of the box.
Correct.
Sideshow. And I think that they got what they needed out of that experience, and they've moved on to bigger and better things.
Yep, absolutely.
And I think Sideshow doing the characters that Hot Toys is not doing is a smart play, because
absolutely,
when this is your option to get a licensed figure that they haven't made, and like what I personally think that my first choice for figures for Sideshow to make would not be just random aliens with 4 seconds of screen time.
Right.
Ponda Baba and Dr. Evazor at least were more important. Greedo getting killed, is important to the story.
Right.
The other ones, you got some spies and some background characters, and it's like, okay.
It's like, okay.
If you have a whole...
That's what I'm saying. Like, what's the point of this? You know what I mean?
Well, maybe they'll get back into reissuing or 2.0 of like the cantina setup and stuff like that, like the little chairs and the little drinking table and stuff like that, or the booth, stuff that Sideshow's made in the past. And if they're going to start doing those again with like the exclusivity, the limited numbers and stuff like that, having these background characters and other things like that would be, interesting. It would be neat for a setup and for a display. But if you don't have a Mos Eisley cantina, or you don't, or maybe you just collect every alien that comes out, because some people do that with the let's see how many characters we can fit in this case.
Right.
To sometimes it works, sometimes it's cluttered, sometimes you can't tell what's in there. But and coming right out the bat with a tease of 5, it's like
I was just thinking about that too. Like, the fact that it's not 1 but 5 says a lot. Go ahead.
Yeah, limited edition, hopefully that means a decent number, but when they're gone, they're gone. And if they sell and sell quick, then it'll be more stuff, more encouragement to produce more figures.
Well, I could tell you this is where they're headed. Okay, I could tell you that they see what's happening with Hot Toys. They, even though a lot of that money obviously is going to Sideshow, but they see what Hot Toys is doing, and they're like, wait a minute, why can't we do this?
Yep.
So I can guarantee you. So pay attention to this, what's happening right now, because I can guarantee you, this is another company that, like I said, you'll have Hono, just born last year, and already has limited figures. Okay, so looks like Sideshow is going to get into this as well. So prepare yourself to start getting limited figures from Sideshow as well. I don't know what they're going to be getting into, but it looks like they're doing very, very, random things that people don't really, people know about, but they really don't think about, right? There are obviously some hardcore fans who have been dying for these figures for a long time. Obviously, some won't care for this at all. I'm one of the ones who won't care for this coming from Sideshow. If this was Hot Toys, forget it. But coming from Sideshow, even if they have 50 figures, they could keep them all, because there's nothing promising, again, only from experience. There's nothing promising to me coming from Sideshow. There's nothing that I'm going to be like, oh my God, this is amazing. I'm so glad I got these figures. I can tell you right now, absolutely not. There's nothing special about Sideshow. There's nothing mind-blowing about Sideshow. Are the characters cool? Absolutely. Are the figures going to be cool? Absolutely. Is it going to be cool to have them in your display? Absolutely. But besides that, there's nothing to look forward to regarding quality, regarding, head sculpt likeness, even though it's going to be perfectly fine, right? You're not going to be Hot Toys in any of that. So that's my thing. Savon, my friend, welcome. Thank you for being here. Welcome. Let me catch up with you guys real quick before we continue. This is this guy, unbelievable. The Greedo is probably a character. I feel like Hot Toys will eventually. No, I feel like they will eventually. Like look what's happening now. Hot Toys
out of these 5, Greedo is the only one that I could possibly see Sideshow or Hot Toys actually doing
from popularity.
For just to produce the number that Hot Toys makes, even for a limited figure.
Oh, I got this. So like 1,500.
Yeah, it's like if they were like, "Oh, look, it's Dr. Evaser," and people would be like, "Oh, this dude has a busted ass face," like
it's not appealing.
And it's like, "Oh, it's limited to like 1,500, like the butt plug Darth Maul," and then it's, I'm sure it'll sell faster than the Nightlight, but
wait, what butt plug? What are you talking about? It's like Oh my God.
Greedo stealing our jobs.
Faz was this guy, unreal. Maybe Haslam could give us 1/6 Cantina. Yeah, that would be cool from Sideshow. Nice diorama piece, but that'll never happen.
Well, they've already done it.
We have Cornelius. Long time.
Hello!
I haven't seen this name pop up on this stream in probably
Sideshow's done
a year.
3 different Cantina 1/6 scales dioramas.
No, I meant Hot Toys. I meant if Hot Toys did it, if Hot Toys did it, forget it. No, I know Sideshow has done G.I. Joe. They've done, they've done a lot of stuff. Star Wars also. And look at the ones that Hot Toys teased not long ago, the Mandalorian stuff. They just never did anything.
Tease and dioramas and accessories, and they leave us hanging on it. And yeah.
Also, guys, some news. We got Revan coming early, 2025, January to July. Also, Batman is starting to ship to charge. It's going to charge on the 23rd from Sideshow. So Batman, 89 Batman is charging in 3 days, it looks like. So if you're expecting him from Sideshow, he's coming soon.
Yep.
Or at least he's charging.
I got my email.
Oh, you got it? Yeah. Did you guys already saying of the humble title of this stream?
What did you name the stream today?
Well, it's supposed to be the Hot Toys veteran. It says the hot veteran.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I didn't even know.
Freudian slip.
I didn't even know. Well, I can't fix it now, so I'll fix it later. Thank you for that, my friend. I didn't even realize. Until he says, "Yo, I unboxed harness." Oh, you're welcome. You are welcome. This is why you should never doubt my opinion. Tell him, Thule. Tell him. He was asking about the because he was just getting Carnage today. So he asked me, he's like, what do you think? Because that was my figure of the year last year. So I said, so he asked me, what do you think? I said, that figure is going to blow your mind. And here it is. That figure is mind blowing. I don't care if you're a fan or not. You open that thing is insane. The detail on that thing, the size, everything about it. Mad Planet in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being.
Hello.
Welcome. Albert says, Fabulous. Can I just? Oh my god. Let's see. We got. All right. So, William, are you expecting anything? Are you? Did you order anything from anywhere that you were expecting recently?
Just got the shipping notification, like you said, for the 89 Deluxe Michael Keaton Batman. So that'll be coming. Other than that, I don't believe so.
Oh, guys, the one thing I kept trying to tell you guys that I was expecting was the what was it? Thunder Toys? No, Soso Toys. The Soso Toys Peacemaker head sculpt. That was Present Toys, not Soso Toys. Present Toys. That one that shipped from Kit.
Oh, did it ship?
It shipped already. Yep, it shipped.
Okay.
It actually shipped last week for me, so it should be here probably by the end of the week or next week at some point. Hopefully,
yeah, I saw somebody posting a picture of it, and I didn't know if they got it from Kit or if they were somebody local in Hong Kong or something.
Yeah, I only saw 2 pictures of it. By the same.
Bad.
No, it looks great. I actually think it looks very good.
Especially for what was it, $40?
$40. Yeah, no, and that's why I said on the Saturday stream. For those who don't know, what was it? Thunder Toys? No, Present Toys. Present Toys and Soso Toys. Like I said, Soso Toys has been doing this for a while with Win C already. But Present Toys, guys, they're getting into head sculpts for that reason. They know that they could do a good job with the head sculpt. They're making extra money. Like I said, I can guarantee you that those head sculpts will never be bad because they want to create a comfort level within the community to trust them with those head sculpts. And I can guarantee you, like I said, just wait until that first one. I just from the pictures that I saw, I can tell you it looks very, very good. William saw it too. He thinks it looks at least decent for what it's supposed to be so far. And for the pictures that we got that were very, very basic, nothing fancy, nothing with lighting. It was just, somebody got it in hand. They took a picture literally with the head sculpt in their hand to show everybody. So
yeah,
I can tell you,
if they can keep the price point around 40 to
absolutely,
$50 ship,
absolutely,
then it's a great, and because they don't have some fancy connector that you have to have some stupid special body,
correct,
and they're scaled pretty much to the average 1/6 scale body.
Correct.
So it would be a very good idea, in my opinion, to continuously do this, where it's like, okay, like the Deadpool that does, because they just announced, the unmasked Deadpool head sculpt.
Right, the burn one. Right, the burn one. Yeah.
And so it's like, Hot Toys obviously isn't doing it. And, we keep hoping they're going to announce one.
No, I'm telling you right now. You know what's funny? You bring that up. Yesterday I was like, what figures has third-party companies made head sculpts for that Hot Toys didn't make head sculpts for? So for example, Deadpool right now, right? They've made from years ago, the head sculpts that I have for Deadpool, right? The battle damage and the clean one were done years ago because Hot Toys didn't make them, right? Now you got Present Toys making a Wade Wilson head sculpt because, again, it looks like Hot Toys isn't going to make them. At least it looks like now. What I was thinking about was trying to figure out what figures Hot Toys, we expected Hot Toys to make head sculpts for, and they never did, and then third party made them. I was thinking about that last night. I didn't get into it, deeply, but that's a good topic to get into because that's how I figure out these patterns, and I can figure out if they're. I still think they're going to make the head sculpt. I still think
all the rumor mill people keep saying that there's like Ryan Reynolds refused to sign a likeness.
Yeah, I heard that. And remember what I say about that. What I say about that. Every time they say that somebody in the community, some YouTuber says some dumb shit like that, every time I always say, stop talking that shit because it's not true. You're going to tell me that the biggest movie right now this year.
You hear it from the actor themselves or see actual legal documents of, which you're never going to see the legal documents of, sale contracts.
Right. Where do they get this information from? Who told them that Ryan Reynolds? Exactly. It's
like if Ryan Reynolds'
bullshit.
interview was like, yeah, I don't want my face immortalized as a little fucking burnt nutsack, then, I'd be like, okay, that's his personal opinion where he did it for the movie, but he doesn't want to. A bunch of
I'm telling you, if Hot Toys doesn't make those head sculpts, I will be very upset and very, very surprised and shocked because again, I would understand years ago, the first movie. All right. Even though it was a hit. All right. The first movie. Fine. The second movie. All right. Cool. Now you got the third movie that is bigger than the other two combined.
Yep.
You're going to tell me they're not going to go all out? Are you crazy? So that's why I'm still to this day, even with what you just said, Carter told me the same thing, that apparently it doesn't look like it's coming, that people are talking shit about it, that it's not coming. Telling you right now, I still think it's coming. I believe it's coming. And especially because of how well the movie did, they're not going to waste all this opportunity to make all that money with all these characters. It's just that simple.
See, I would hope that they're going to make it. But in my opinion, if they were gonna, it would have been on the first figure that was coming out.
Absolutely not. You know why? I'm going to tell you why. Remember that the first Deadpool was like a promo Deadpool. Remember that was that movie exclusive or that exclusive whatever. They've done that before. They've sold us a Captain America movie promo. Then they sold us a regular Captain America. They've made their money ahead of time first with one figure, and then boom, they come out with the second one. They do it with Batman all the time. So I'm telling you, it's not something that is far-fetched from Hot Toys. It's not something that they've never done before. It's not something new. That's why I'm still telling you, just from the amount of money that movie made and how big it was and how popular it was, and the fact that all of the things that were in it, all of the cameos that were in it, all of the variants that were in it, all of it combined, there's no way that they're going to miss out on all that money sitting on the table, knowing that, number one, they're capable of doing a head sculpt. They're capable of doing regular and battle damage, and give us a Wade Wilson with the Hawaiian shirt and the magnetic wig or whatever, however they want to do it. Because they're not going to go, they're not going to go artisan on that type of hair when it's supposed to be a wig. You know what I mean? So I don't think they're going to go all out. They could, but I don't think so. So that's the only reason why I think they're making that head sculpt. And I will say until they don't. Until it's like 2 years later and it's like, all right, it looks like it's not coming. Then I'll be like, all right, it's not coming. But I'm telling you, I truly believe it's coming.
Use a 2-year time limit though, because all of a sudden Days of the Future Past Wolverine like 9 years after the movie.
Well, I'm talking about specifically
right.
Ryan Reynolds. That's it.
It's
I'm talking about
come out of nowhere.
Right. But I'm talking.
It wasn't even an anniversary year. It was just like
specifically the Ryan Reynolds head sculpt is what I'm talking about, and I think it's coming. Joe, have a good night, my friend. Thank you for being here. So yeah, guys, we're out of here. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys. Hopefully we'll get some announcements soon enough, because it's been a while. Not that I'm complaining, because the break has been incredible. The fact that we haven't been pre-ordering, every day for the past, you know what I mean? It feels like 2 weeks now? Last week and this week?
Yeah. Well, they stacked Summer Showcase, so it's
right.
They got to give everybody a little bit of breathing room, get some releases actually released.
Right.
And I do like that that the schedules have been bumping up a little bit, where like the Revan one, like they were like, hey, by the way, this will be coming out, a couple months early. I like that. I prefer that than,
Right.
Obi-Wan, where are you, Obi-Wan?
You're
You're my only hope. Where
You
the
know,
F are
you know what's funny? I don't know if I'm right about this, but I was thinking about this. Maybe I could be completely wrong. But I was thinking about, if you notice, and I forget which figure I thought about this with, but I was like, what if they're delaying certain figures and then they just dump them with like other figures at the same time so people don't really notice that they're crappier? Do you think that's a thing? I thought, again, I don't remember what figure it was that I was like, wow, I was like, I would think that, I thought that this would be better. And maybe this is why they just threw it in,
Well,
with a bunch of like,
they released the Kang. It was like they overshadowed that with some announcements right after, like the same day.
So Kang, I opened Kang today. I did the video today. I can tell you the figure is not, it's great. The figure is great. I'm not complaining about the figure. But there's nothing that makes it feel like it's high quality. There's nothing about that suit that makes it feel like, oh my God, this is great. It's a very, very cheap feeling. There's nothing, very detailed because of the type of suit that it is. But there's nothing, the belt, all the plastic pieces, everything looks very, very cheap quality. The paint applications very vibrant colors, but nothing about it screams this is, high class or high quality. Nothing, man.
But it
Nothing.
was the Kang specifically is the one that sticks out in my mind recently. Where
but they've been others. That is one of them.
Right, where that one came out, the blogger photos, and everyone's like, "Oh, what the hell? Like, it's the domestic violence, blah blah blah. They're not going to cancel this one, but they canceled,
Flash.
The other one, and then they were like, here's Artisan Joker, and everyone's like, oh my God.
But I'm telling you, that happens, and it's happened before. I can't tell you right now with what figure, but I was like, this came out, nobody cared about it, and they just went on to the next one. So I think they do that on purpose.
101, it's what, the news does to distract you. It's what,
absolutely.
The sleight of hand where it's like, I want you staring at this so then I can do something else. And it's just, it's not every figure is a win. Not every figure pleases like some people have been praising that Kang up and down, saying that they love it. And, besides the shoulder articulation, apparently you can only go like so high with his arm or something.
Yes. He's got
I'm surprised you tried to move his arm.
Well, no, I had to because Joker J said his articulation's limited going up. And then when I opened the figure, I was like, oh, that's what he meant. Because he is covered here. Yeah. But it's still, you can still get a decent pose. He's just limited. Yeah. But the figure is very good. That with the blue head sculpt, gorgeous. Very, very, aesthetically looks awesome. But again,
if I can get it cheap without the Jonathan Majors head, just the Kang head, because I can put them with like Dr. Doom or something. But
you gave Kang a 10. No, I give Kang the head sculpt an 8. The Jonathan Majors head sculpt an 8 because I didn't like. There was something about the expression that looked off in hand that I was like, oh, I'm glad it's not a good head sculpt because I would have definitely needed to get a second one to go with that, to use that head sculpt on. So I'm happy that I'm using the comic book style, and that's it. I don't need anything else because it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't that good. For me, right? For me. Ash says brown suit Wolverine tonight. Imagine. So yeah, guys, as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.